Dayton, Ohio, August 7th, 1865. From Jourdan Anderson to Col PH Anderson, Big Spring, Tennessee. Dear Colonel Anderson, I got your letter and was glad to find that you had not forgotten Jourdan and that you wanted me to come back and live with you again, promising to do better for me than anybody else can. Sir, honestly, I have often felt uneasy about you. To tell the truth, I thought the Yankees would have hung you long before this for harboring the Rebs that they found at your house. I suppose they never heard about your going to Colonel Martin's to kill the Union soldier that was left by his company in their stable. And even though you shot at me twice before I left you, I did not want to hear of your being hurt. And I'm glad you are still in the land of the living. It would do me good to go back to the dear old home again and see Miss Mary and Miss Martha and Alan, Esther, Green, and Lee. Please give my love to them all and tell them I hope we will meet in the better world, if not in this one. I would have gone back to see you all when I was working in the Nashville hospital. But one of the neighbors told me that Henry intended to shoot me if he ever got a chance. Colonel, sir, I want to know particularly what the good chance is you propose to give me. You see, I'm doing tolerably well here in Dayton. I get $25 a month included with victuals and clothing. I have a comfortable home for Mandy. The folks here call her Mrs. Anderson. And the children, Millie, Jane, and Grundy. The children all go to school and are learning well. The teacher says Grundy has a head for a preacher. Hallelujah. They go to Sunday school, and Mandy and me attend church regularly. We are kindly treated. Sometimes we overhear others saying, them colored people were slaves down in Tennessee. The children hurt when they hear such remarks. But I tell them it was no disgrace in Tennessee to belong to Colonel Anderson. Many darkies would have been proud, as I used to be, to call you master. Now, concerning your letter requesting me to come back to Tennessee, if you will write and say what wages you intend to give me, I will be better able to decide whether it would be to my advantage to move back again. And as to my freedom, which you say I can have, there is nothing to be gained on that score, as I got my free papers in 1864 from the Provost Marshal General of the Department of Nashville. Mandy said she would be afraid to go back without some proof that you were disposed to treat us justly and kindly. So we have concluded to test your sincerity by asking you to send us our wages for the time we served you. This will make us forget and forgive old scores and rely on your justice and friendship in the future. Colonel, sir, I served you faithfully for 32 years and Mandy served 22 years. Now, sir, at $25 a month for me and $2 a week for Mandy, our earnings would amount to $11,680. Add to this the interest for the times our wages have been kept back, and deduct what you paid for our clothing and 3 doctor's visits for me and for pulling a tooth for Mandy, and the balance will show what we are in justice entitled to. Please send the money by Adams Express and care of V. Winters Esquire, Dayton, Ohio. Now, dear Colonel Anderson, if you fail to pay us for our faithful labor in the past, we can have little faith in your promises in the future. We trust that the good Maker has opened your eyes to the wrongs which you and your fathers have done to me and my fathers, in making us toil for you for generations without recompense. What's that word? Without compensation. Here I draw my wages every Saturday night. But in Tennessee, there was never any payday for the Negroes any more than for the horses and for the cows. Surely there will be a day of reckoning for those who defraud the laborer of his hire. In answering this letter, please state if there would be any safety for my Millie and Jane, who are now grown up and both fine, good-looking girls. You know how it was with that poor Matilda and Catherine. I would rather stay here, starve, and die, if it come to that, than to have my girls brought to shame by the violence and wickedness of their young masters. You will also please state if there has been any schools open for the colored children in your neighborhood. The great desire of my life now is for my children to have an education and have them form virtuous habits. From your old servant, Jourdan Anderson. P.S. Say howdy to George Carter and tell him I said thank you for taking the pistol from you when you were shooting at me. Sincerely, Jourdan.